and welcome to A Hot Cup of Common Sense with me, your host, Steve Mudflap McGrew. Hey, I'm going to wait here for a second while some of you guys join. How's it going? Music Logic, thanks for showing up. There's two people in the room. Just been sitting here watching the news, getting all worked up, and thought, we need to do this. Actually, I need to get me a cup that says A Hot Cup of Common Sense, so I can do it like y'all will know when the show starts. I'm just take one of these and get a marker and write on it, A Hot Cup of Common Sense. That might have to do with, hey, Godzilla, game time, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. What are you guys up to? What a day, huh? Where is everybody? I am on a ship headed to the Bermuda Triangle. No, I am headed to St. Martin. That's where I'm going. I had shows here on the ship last night. 2 shows, great shows. I'm so happy. I feel blessed. Sometimes when I come off stage and I know that the show has gone really well, I feel blessed. And one of the things that I do before I go on stage is something that I picked up from working with Dolly Parton years ago. Oop, name dropping. But she always takes a moment and steps aside and sort of does a little, I sort of do the same. Right before I just go to the universe, please God, let me use the talent that you gave me. And when I come off stage, I feel like, yes, thank you. So what ship am I on? I'm on Harmony of the Sea. I'm Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Sea. And what's happening? Mr. E, what's going on? It's just a hot cup of common sense. I saw building guitars go by. That is a pretty cool job. That has got to be a hard, tough job. I can't imagine. It's needed today. Yes, it is needed today. Common sense is very much needed today. Anytime I get on Twitter, and I spend way too much time on Twitter because I have most of the days with nothing to do except for live for the shows. So if I'm not reading, eating, or walking around the ship track for exercise, I spend most of my time on Twitter especially because Facebook banned me. They banned me for 30 days. And I'll be back. I think I'm 3 or 4 days now I've got left, but I'll be back. But I've almost weaned myself from Facebook. I don't even click on the app to go read anything since I can't post or like anything. And you know what they say about addiction? If you can stop it for 28 days, you can break your addiction. So I think I might have broken my Facebook addiction. I don't really totally want to because Facebook is where I've been posting almost all of my stuff for years, videos and stuff. And I have thousands. I know I have, not to brag, I've got like 111,000 followers on Twitter, but I've got almost that many with all my Facebook pages combined over there. So I hate to lose them, but Liberal Larry needs a place to do his videos. But then I discovered I could put them on YouTube. So putting them on YouTube, I thought was going to help until YouTube gave me a strike and took away my live streaming for a while. Got that back. I had to go fight them, but I got my live stream back. They got mad at me. YouTube got mad at me because I did a video about Tide Pod eating, that I made fun of eating Tide Pods. And basically the joke was, you want to do a Tide Pod challenge? Do your laundry. And there's a challenge for you. Do your own laundry without your mom helping you, or separate it yourself. Did you see it? It was funny too. Yeah, I appreciate that. They banned me for that. But I fought with him, and I got my YouTube streaming back. I haven't done it again yet, but I probably will. I just don't know which one's better, streaming on Periscope or streaming on YouTube or streaming on Facebook, because Facebook Live actually had a pretty good reach. Facebook Live you could record it, drop it, and share it in other places, which now I'm finding out that I can do also here on Periscope and Twitter. So I'm liking it. Thanks guys for dropping in, by the way. So let's talk about some stuff today. The van. I've got the news on. The van that just plowed into people in Toronto, Canada. Horrible. Heart goes out. But when are we going to figure out it's not the tool, it's the people? It's the people. People want to keep going, oh, got to ban this and ban that. And now the mayor of London going to ban knives. What am I supposed to cut my meat with? He said, I love this part. He said, and this is a quote, there is never any reason to carry a knife. Really? Talk to anybody that works on a farm or has a job in construction or a job at a warehouse where you need to cut a box or cut a rope. Statements like that drive me crazy because they're stupid, and then stupid people get on bandwagon. Yeah, nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. Yeah, so you got to watch those terroristic V8s. Look, I said the van was an automatic, and nobody needs a fully automatic assault van. Nobody. And I think every van should be over 21 years old. I just think a van would be older and more responsible if it was over 21 years old. Yeah, or talking about the knives, the tree service, truck drivers. There's all kind of people that need knives. So to make a stupid statement, nobody ever needs a knife. Well, just because you've had your mama cutting your meat since you was a little bitty baby. Drives me crazy. But I want a van. Not for this purpose, but I've been actually wanting a van. I've been looking at it. I want like a 1970s van. Remember those with the paint job on the side? I just had my picture taken with one for a promo shot and when I was in Nashville a while back, and I loved it. I forgot how cool, just an old 70s van jacked up with the big tires, and it had the painting on the side of it. I want one of these. I want one. Oh, you just bought a van and you love it? See, I think I would love it too. I think it'd be like because I've always sort of been a truck guy, and I recently got rid of my truck and got a Mini Cooper. Don't hate me. I love the Mini Cooper. Love it. Gas mileage. Works great in the snow. But I miss the truck. That's why I think a van would be like a truck, but it's covered. I don't have to worry about crap getting wet in the back. Or, just vans are cool. I wanted one when I was in high school, but I couldn't have one in high school because at that time, parents actually worried about teenagers having sex. And now parents are like, oh, it's just what they do. Oh, it's going to happen anyway. Oh, that crap drives me crazy when parents don't actually do their job. 12 of room in the seats in the back door. Brilliant. Sounds amazing. Amazing. Who else had a van? Did anybody else have a van when you were in high school? I always wanted one of those with the really designed interior too. With the captain's chairs in the back and the kind of the bar with the built-in stereo back there. I know they had a name for it back then. Like, what was it called? Like the stabbing wagon, which is horrible. But times have changed. My Trailblazer van and truck had sex. That's how the Trailblazers are born. Boyfriend did, called it the Flying Duchess. See, you got to have names for your van. I had when I was in high school, I had a Ford Pinto, and it was jacked up, had the hijacker airlifter shocks on it, and had 2 Indy tires on the back of my Pinto. It was a fine machine. And then my girlfriend at the time made me curtains to go in the back window of my Pinto. Oh, the times have changed. Did it go boom? No, it did not go boom. It just got old and beat up, and I had to trade it in for gonna love this even better, a Vega station wagon. Oh, Johnny Balls, welcome. Welcome, Johnny Balls. Thanks for dropping in. We're having just a little chat about things that are going on in the world today. A little something else we can talk about is I just had a woman have a discussion with me on Twitter about whether kids need cell phones or not. I think no. No kid needs a cell phone. No. I don't understand why people feel like their kids need a cell phone. Because, why? Well, I need to know where they are. Tell them where to be. Remember that? It's called parenting. Just say where you're going to be, and you better be there. If I drop by, you better be there. Or if you're going to change places, you say, like we used to, Mrs. Smith, may I borrow your phone? I need to call my mom and tell her we're going to go somewhere else. Remember that? It's called parenting. It drives me crazy. You give kids these cell phones, a smartphone, you are giving them a window, a straight window into the adult world. The world isn't different. The world is not different. The world is just fucked up. I'm going to use that word. It's fucked up because people like that want to say the world is different. It's different because we've allowed it to turn to garbage. That's why it's different. You don't just, too many parents are just worried about what they're doing and not about being a parent. Too many parents are watching the Kardashians when they should be watching their own kids. That's part of the problem. So you don't leave kids alone in the house. That's because that drives me. Well, we both need to work. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you need to look at your bills and figure out what you need and don't need. And maybe you both don't need to drive new cars. And maybe your house might be bigger than you really need. I think all that was taken into account when I was little. When I was little, my mom went to school, went to college, got married, stayed home and raised the kids. You know what we had? We had one good car and one junk car. We had one phone. We had one TV set. That was it. Kids got school clothes. We got school clothes every year, and those year clothes turned into our play clothes. We didn't just constantly spend money. Just constantly spend. Bills don't magically appear. I've had this fight with feminists before. Well, I need to work. What is work? Isn't raising a good child work? I don't understand that thought. Raising a good child is the best job you can ever have. I've never understood that. And I've never understood people that say, oh, I can't wait to get back to work. You just had a child. Don't you want to spend time with your child? Why did you have a kid if all you can think about is getting back to work? Makes no sense to me. So anyway, my point was about the phone. When you give a kid an iPhone, they have total access to the adult world. They've got porn, they've got sexting, they've got everything that a child does not need. And if you need a connection with your child as far as a cell phone, they're the ones that need the jitterbug phone. Your kids, if you want them to have a phone, you need to just give them like an old people's phone. They have like a big button on it that calls home, because that's all your kid needs. That's all a kid needs a phone for, is to get a hold of you. That is it. So maybe we need like a new kid's phone. It'd be like just there'll be 3 numbers: your number, home number, and 911. That will be it, because that's all they need to do. They don't need to call their friends. They don't need to look up porn on the internet. They don't need to do any of that. So here's a better idea. Don't give them any phone. Just like, I agree, whoever just wrote that, make them go play outside. That's what I was going to say. Kids need to be off the phone and outside. Get off a phone and own a tree. Go climb a tree, build a tree house, get on a bicycle, play with a stick. I was happy with a stick. Oh my God. Funny you said that. I have a whole comedy routine about how when we were kids, we had imagination. We didn't need handheld video games. We needed a stick, just a stick, because it could be a magic wand. It could be a sword. You could put string on it and turn it into a bow. You could sharpen the end of it on the driveway and turn it into a spear. All kind of stuff. So, yeah. See, people are always afraid about their kids going to get hurt. Oh, they're going to get hurt. They're supposed to get hurt. Life is hard. That's what getting hurt teaches a kid. Life is hard. Move on. Move on. Don't cry. I hate hearing crying kids because, as we always heard, I'll give you something to cry about. That'll shut you up. So make your kid go outside. When we were little, honestly, when we were little, the first day of school, there was so many kids hurt. It looked like Civil War soldiers coming home from the war. There was arms and slings, eye patches, crutches. And, you know, people just limping the first. How was your summer? Oh, it was great. I built a tree house and fell out of it, broke my leg. It was amazing. Hey there, Blue Cannon. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. I know we're doing a little common sense here, and it pisses off a lot of people. I know I just had to block somebody that was just being a dick because they don't agree with what I was saying. Wouldn't work, Steve, because parents today don't want to parent. Phones keep them busy. That's right. That's all they are. They're electronic babysitters. Instead of just go outside. How easy? Go outside. Look at that parody right there. Turn that TV off and go outside. Look at that. I parented. Amazing. It's amazing. Put the phone down. Who are you talking to? Who? I don't know them. Stop talking to them because I don't know them. Remember that? Remember that when you couldn't have friends unless your parents knew who it was? It's an easy way out for shitty parents. That's right. It's exactly what it is. Yeah. See, when your kid's 21, your best friend, same thing. My parents, I honestly didn't really like my parents until I got a kid myself. And when your kid is born, you realize what a dick you were and apologized. And I'm like, how did you raise me? How did you keep me out of jail? How did you... Never been to jail, never been in trouble. I'm still afraid of my parents because of that. Here's the other thing that parents don't do. I know I got off on a tangent here, but this is another thing that parents, right, they don't put the fear in their kid. We had fear. You need to fear. I am not my kid's best friend. I am not. He has a best friend. I'm their parent. We can be friends. He comes and we talk, we fish, we shoot guns together, but I am not his best friend. I am his best fear. Because that's what fear breeds respect. I've always said that parents should be like fire. Remember how you're afraid of fire because it will burn you? You should be afraid of your parents because they will burn you if you do wrong. And that's what it should be. My granddad was a cop. My dad was a sheriff when he was really, really young, or first out of the military. And they both raised me saying, you know right from wrong, you know it. And if you ever go to jail, we will not get you out. Talk about fear. I know these people. They keep their word. If they said do it and you didn't do it, you got to spank it. If they said you're going to jail, you're probably going to jail. So that's just the way it is. I love the people that think they're being original by saying, oh, you look like Dog the Bounty Hunter. Try again. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. But thanks for joining. But I look nothing like Dog the Bounty Hunter because I'm white with long hair. See, that's how stupid people are today. They can't think for themselves. They're like, oh, it must be Dog the Bounty Hunter because it has long hair. Oh, it must be. Oh, it must be the guy from Spinal Tap because that's all I can see. I don't think for myself. I only see what people tell me to do. So, anyway, well, anyway, I'm not going to fight with the trolls. I'll just let them go by because I really don't give a shit. Because see, here's the deal. This is what I think is so funny. I think that they are so stupid and so brainwashed that they can't be original. They have to cut their hair and look exactly like all of their friends. They must be the same little clone little bitches that all of their little friends are, or they might not be accepted into the clique. Suck my clique. Anyway, what were we talking about? We were talking about the van. The van. That's what got us off on this, is the van that was used in Canada. Eyewitnesses are saying what they think the driver is, or this is eyewitnesses. They're saying they have seen it, but the media isn't reporting it because nobody really wants to say, anything or the truth or any of that kind of stuff. I've never understood that. The truth is the truth. No matter how you try to spin it or save it, eventually it's going to come out. And then you look bad for not telling the truth or trying to hide the truth from the very beginning. Just somebody come right out and be the media and tell you the facts and tell you the truth. When I was in college, I was an art major with a journalism minor because I wanted to do advertising art. That was my original. And journalism used to be who, what, when, where, why, and how. Those are the facts. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. That's it. And if you watched old news stories back in the 70s, 80s, they were always just, that's what it was. And then on to the next story. But so that these guys today just want to put in their spin. And by the words they use is spin. It's all about clickbait and ratings and not about the news now. Right, we're still waiting on the truth about Vegas. What about Vegas? Isn't that weird how that just got dropped? All that happens, no talk about Vegas, but we got to find out who Stormy Daniels is. Gotta know who Stormy Daniels is. All right, Mister, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time, guys. Or drop by and we'll do some more coffee and some more chat. But anyway, that's just sort of what was bugging me today, and I thought I would jump on and chat with you guys and see what was going on with you and your world, and if some of you guys agreed with me or not. Glad to see some of you still do. There's too many pussy parents in the world, and there's too many just people that agree to agree because they're afraid to think for themselves. That drives me apeshit. So, Stucky, thanks for dropping into the room. I appreciate it. And, well, thank you, Music Logic. I appreciate that. I try to say things in my act, in my shows. I try to get these points across, and it's fun to talk to people. Like a while ago, I was walking through the room, and this guy stopped me and said how much he loved the show, and he goes, I loved it. I don't think my missus liked it that much. I go, why is that? He goes, because you told the truth. Oh, yeah. See, the truth. People, we are totally back to Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth. That was years ago. It's gotten worse now. It is totally worse now. People can't handle. They seriously can't handle the truth. That's why so many people, I think, are mad at Trump. This is the first time they've been told the truth. They were lied to by Hillary. They were lied to by the DNC. They've been lied to by the media. They've been lied to for their entire, and then all of a sudden, the truth hit them like a Trump train, and it freaked them the fuck out. So I just think that's hysterical to me, to watch people in this, it's coming to an end. He's destroying the world. More jobs, more unemployment, stock market is up, black unemployment, the lowest it's ever been, all minority unemployment is lower than it's, he hates gays. He has a gay man in his cabinet. He just recommended a black woman for a general. Oh, he's such a racist. Oh, black woman for a general. Oh, he's such a racist. Black man is his Surgeon General. Oh, he's such a racist. Trump's the man. You guys just can't handle it. Anyway, I got to run. Thanks for dropping in. Good chatting with you guys. We need to do this more often. And find me on YouTube. Check out my YouTube channel. And yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a racist. Yeah. Oprah, they were friends. Remember that? They were friends until he got in control and started shaking things up and started exposing all the stuff that was being done to us without us knowing it. America got woke. Kanye's woke. How about that? Kanye West is woke. And that dude is all over Twitter. He's waking up more people than a hot cup of coffee. Oh, I never thought I'd be like, go Kanye, but go Kanye. Go Kanye. Go Kanye. Go. Red pill. Take the red pill. Take it. Take the red pill. You can thank me later. All right, guys. I keep saying I gotta run, but I gotta go. Love you, and we'll chat again sometime. Maybe we'll just do it tomorrow, or maybe we'll do it tonight. I've got 2 shows tonight. Maybe after the second show, I'll come back and we'll jump on and do this again. This is so much fun. All right, see ya. Till next time. Later. Namaste. As Liberal Larry likes to say, namaste.